Dan Leach back here at Future Proof South Beach, Miami. Weather could be any better, and my next guest could be any better. It's Christopher Hedges, the Managing Director of MFS Investment Management. Not a bad place to, be around for the day, right?
Amazing place to be around for 3 days.
Yes.
I might stay for 5. Who knows?
I might stay for a couple weeks. Well, Christopher, let's start off with this. I think it's pretty darn cool. MFS Investment Management is the oldest mutual fund in America. Management in America. That's something that you can put your feather in your cap on.
It is, and it's funny when you think about it. It seems so pedestrian 100 years later, but that track record now is 101 years old. But when you think about what it means to John Q. Public, if you will, that mutual fund, Massachusetts Investors Trust, which is still around today, was the way that we were able to democratize investing for U.S. citizens. If you look back at 1924, you have a share of stock that was $400 or $500, but the average income in the States was about $3,000.
Right.
It was impossible to set up a diversified portfolio back then. We enabled that, and now look where we are today with all these savers using the stock market vehicles to reach their financial goals. So it's pretty cool when you think about it.
Basically, you set the trend and changed the world. So,
well, there you go.
I know you weren't there at the beginning. You're not that old. You're only 25, 30 years old. But that's pretty impressive. And when you look at where we're at right now, and obviously that's why we're all here. We're all kind of discussing where we're at, where we're going. It's an interesting time right now. There's tariffs going on. There's volatility politically. Stock market's going up and down. But do you still feel, and obviously you guys have had the great sauce for the last 100 years, do you still feel like we're in a good place? It's a matter of being patient?
Yeah, nobody likes market volatility. Let's just start there. And we have a lot of uncertainty with the political regime and maybe the geopolitical regimes. Sure. But if you go back again 100 years, we've been in many places like that. So what we're doing for clients is just to continue to be relentlessly long-term focused, do the company by company due diligence, build a durable portfolio, and focus on the long term. The noise, the technicals, those come and go. And this industry is in a great place because the American public needs us now more than ever, and that hasn't changed.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, I think that people, they want to listen to the word salads. They want to listen to the shocking breaking news and the crazy blogs. It's about understanding there's fundamentals out there that are not going to ever change long term, right? That you can trust the markets, especially with you guys with a track record of 100 years.
Right. The market does tend to go up. It trends up. And if you look at the episodes of down markets, they're not long lasting. They can be very sharp. And yes, they can last a couple of years. But in the context of saving for retirement, which is a 40-year project for many people, and retirement, which could be another 40 years if you've got longevity on your side, those 2-year episodes are really very minor. So keeping that long-term focus is what we do to align ourselves with clients, okay? Don't get caught up in short-term trading. Don't worry about it. If your thesis on a company or companies is still valid, then you stick with that. And if it gets hit in price, you go buy more. Sure. That's long-term investing.
What would you say to people right now? And obviously we want them to go to MFS, in management no matter what, but what would you say to people that are looking for someone why they should go to MFS Investment Management?
It's that client alignment that I referenced, okay? So what we do, thinking long-term, because people come to us to manage those long-term assets, retirement, legacy, college educations, endowments, which are forever dated in many cases. We incent our portfolio management teams, our analysts, to look through their investments through a long-term lens. So their compensation is based on performance for 3, 5, 7, 10 years. If they've been on an asset class or a fund that long, we don't get caught up in short-term noise. And if we can align our compensation and that structure with our investors, with your client, the investor, the person that pays the fee, then we've got a really good partnership where we're on the same side as the client.
We've been doing it for 100 years. Here's to 100 more. Christopher Hedges, Managing Director of MFS Investment Management. It was an honor talking with you. I know it's a little windy, but we're on the beach, so who cares?
We don't care. It's great. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks so much for your time.